Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I am great. I want you to tell me your name, your organization, and the role that you have in that organization.
Okay, I'm Debbie Sauer. I'm the chapter coordinator for the Duluth Superior Area chapter of Project Linus.
And tell me about Project Linus.
Project Linus is a national nonprofit organization that distributes handmade blankets to children experiencing trauma. And we have chapters all over the state and all over the country. It was started in 1993 and since then has distributed over 9 million blankets to children.
Wow, and I saw your booth every day, and you actually made them while you were here.
Yeah,
How amazing
we
was
thought
that?
it would be fun for people to see. So we had fleece blanket making, and we had a volunteer working on a quilt that will be distributed to children as needed.
That is awesome. So, Debbie, tell us a little bit about your relationship with MACMA. How did you end up finding out about this organization?
Well, I had heard of the organization because my son and his wife are both social workers. But Rachel contacted me and invited us to come and have an exhibit at the conference, and we're so glad she did. We made lots of contacts, we talked to people. We even heard from people who told us that they received a blanket as a child from Project Linus and they still treasure it. And that really meant a lot to us.
That definitely means a lot.
It does.
That is so awesome. So this was your first conference?
It was. We haven't done this before. We learned a lot.
So tell me, give me a little bit of feedback then. Like, what's your favorite thing about this conference?
My favorite thing about the conference is how kind and thoughtful everybody was. One thing that surprised us was how many people thanked us for the work we're doing. We weren't expecting that. And everything was very well organized, and we just enjoyed ourselves a lot.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so my last question for you then is, why would you recommend MACMA to someone, and not just the conference, but the organization as a whole?
Because they're doing really important work for children's mental health, and there's such a need right now. We see the need every day in Project Linus, and these are professional people who really know how to help children with their mental health. So I'm very impressed with what I saw.
I am impressed too. So I don't have any more questions for you, but if there's anything that you want to just leave the audience with, feel free to
Sure.
express.
I would tell your audience to check out the national website, which is projectlinus.org. And there's a tab called Find a Chapter, and you can find the people closest to you who are doing this work.
Awesome. Is Project Linus in every state?
Yes.
Okay.
And in our state, we started this chapter just before the pandemic shut everything down. But in 3 years, we've distributed 1,200 blankets. So there is definitely a need.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Debbie, so much for stopping by and chatting with us for a minute. I really appreciate you.
It was my pleasure.
This is the last day of the conference, so you get to go home.
Yeah, you too.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.